Welcome and thank you for joining us for another segment of What Women Bring, a closer look, where I have the opportunity and the pleasure of sitting down one-on-one with our 2022 What Women Bring honorees. And today I have the distinguished pleasure of having a conversation with our technology honoree, Ms. Jessica D. Kearse, who is the senior consultant for Yovant. Welcome, Jessica.
Hello.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to just dig a little deeper into who you are and how the community saw you as this technology honoree. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So I'm going to just jump right in because I have some questions. I have some questions because I don't know a lot. I know a little bit about a lot of things, but I don't know what insurance technology means exactly.
All right. So I like to describe it in terms that you can kind of relate to. So I work in property casualty insurance technology. So your home insurance, your car insurance, when you log in to get a policy, when you go online, there's a system that powers all of that. So I work on the systems that power these technology services that you guys use when you go to get your coverage.
Oh,
yeah, it's very simple.
So complicated.
Yeah, but no, it's
so I log on to my insurance and all that stuff that happens.
Yeah.
I pay my bill.
Yeah, so I work in bill
coverage. You work in bill.
I work in bill.
So like when my bill goes down, the older I get.
Yeah. So there's this just all kinds of logic behind the scenes that just powers all of that.
Awesome.
Yeah. So especially when people don't pay on time. We have triggers that go into place. And so we do implementations for these companies. So they come to us, hey, we bought this software. We need it to work for our business. So what I do, I come in and I ask the questions. How do you want it to work? How many days do you want this to do? What are your billing plans? What are your options? How many emails do you want to go out? Wow. And then I go back and we configure the system.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's behind the scenes. It's like a lot of other technology, but this is specifically for the insurance industry.
Correct.
And you all work with a variety of
just companies
in general. Are you global?
Right now, we are global. Yes. So we have a large team in India, but all of our clients right now are in the United States.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Do you happen to work with USAA? That's my company.
We haven't worked with them yet, but stay tuned.
And when I do, I'll be thinking about it. So this award, this honor, What Women Bring, this is an opportunity WWCA started about 5 years ago, where we really wanted to honor women who are doing not only great things in their careers and demonstrating that they are, just power driven, but also living the diversity, equity, and inclusion of the YWCA's mission. And so this is a community program. The community nominated you and a community selected you as the honoree. So you obviously are doing more than just showing up to Yovant and doing the thing.
That's true.
So talk to me about how you feel that you are empowering others and working towards that diversity, equity, and inclusion.
How am I not? That's what it feels like some days.
Yeah.
So one thing, and every time that I talk to someone, like my life's goal is just to help people. So whatever that looks like, wherever I can fill that void. So I work with our insurance technology sector in Columbia to make sure that we're getting the exposure and the awareness of what the industry hub is. Right. I've done a lot of work with my alumni group because, as a graduate of Clemson, a predominantly white institution, the Black students specifically don't get the support that they necessarily need. So making sure that the students understand that they have a network of alumni who support them. With my sorority, we're in the community making a difference, agents of change. So just any way that I can just serve and be a face and lend a helping hand, I just try to do it.
That's awesome. And that's what we read about you, is that you're all over making sure that people hear and see that they should and could have a voice. Yes. So I want to touch on, because we have a little bit in common as it relates to Black students on white campuses. So talk a little bit about what that experience was for you and how that led you to continue that reaching back.
So in 2005, I stepped foot on Clemson's campus, and not really understanding what a PWI was. I'm from Orangeburg, South Carolina. So we have HBCU, South Carolina State and Claflin. Like, that's all that I kind of knew. But for some reason, I was drawn to Clemson. And in that, it was such a change. It was such a change, but I was able to build a community outside of class. But the drawback to that was I didn't necessarily know how to integrate my personal life as much as I did in the classroom. So a part of my work was to just kind of help the students navigate just the transition. Not everyone has, that community when they go to these institutions, but just making sure that they have a network within and outside of.
So if I remember correctly, your major was not technology?
No.
You no. Like many of us. I'm probably like 4 supposed to be degrees in before I graduated. So tell me how you started at Clemson.
So I went in as a biochemistry major.
That is so different.
Yeah, just and then I was like, wait a minute, I don't like this. I don't think I can make a difference in a lab. So I switched to psychology. And then I was like, I really like this, but there's more. And so I went and got my master's in business and kind of tripped and fell into insurance technology, honestly. But what I like about it is kind of giving me an opportunity to kind of educate, on what the industry is, what we do, and that I can showcase there are other careers out here that you just don't know about. Right. So that's one thing that whenever I do talk about my work, that's a big selling point. Like, these are just jobs that I didn't even know existed. Right. And, you have the world is truly your oyster. Yeah. So, yep.
So how does it feel for people to look at you and say, oh, she did that. I can do that.
It's weird. But, because I don't do it for, the show and the praise and all kinds of stuff. This is, my journey, and I just tell people what is possible. Yeah. And I don't know.
I think that one of the common threads that I've heard from all of the women that were honored, and not just this year, but in many of the years, all of the years, there's this common thread of just wanting to do something to reach back. There's just this, and also there's this humility of people are looking at me to do what? Like, I'm just doing what I do, or I'm filling a gap that was there when I was in that position. So I want to fill that. But there's this, and I love that. And I think that's why this is one of the favorite parts of my job. It's just being able to talk with women who have that humility, but also that drive to do more and to help others. So I want to talk about your mom because she's just cute as a butt. And she was so proud. Y'all must be fairly close.
We are. And see, I'm getting tears because I love my mama so much. Yeah. Like, family to me is everything. Yeah. And
because you came with a constituency.
Listen, we support. Yeah, we support. And so I think that's what makes it all worth it. At the end of the day, like, I know that I have people in my corner who are backing me, who are supporting me, like, rain or shine, win or fail, like, we got you. And so my mom is a big part of that, like, my biggest cheerleader. And sometimes my harshest critic, but that's kind of what you need. Like, love isn't always warm and fuzzy. Right. And so, but if it weren't for my family, I guarantee you I would not be here today.
Yeah. I told my mom, she and I are very close as well. And I wrote her this poem when I was in college. And one of the things I said in there was, thank you for always being there, but also thank you for never telling me I was right when I was wrong. She was in my corner, and we're going to fight this, but you wrong.
Yeah.
Then what else? Not right. We're going to try to fix it, but you were not right. So I appreciate you saying that. Sure. Your mom can also be your biggest critic because we do not need the amen corner.
And, sometimes it's a detriment when you just only hear just, yes, you're great, you're fabulous, and all kind of stuff. There's growth in the challenge.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely. Now, and you have siblings, or I know you at least have a sister.
I have 3 sisters and a brother. Yeah.
Poor brother.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot of us. There's a lot of us. And he's the oldest, and he has all the younger sisters, but
So he got to protect. He's got a job.
he has a job, and but he's done it for quite some years. So so I have just my siblings mean so much. My 2 younger sisters, I made them go to Clemson too. It's like, no, guys, this is a great school. This is where you should go. I think you'll do well, and I hope they don't resent me for it, but
And they're done.
they're done. They're graduated, so we're what we call ourselves the Kearse girls. And so yeah,
That's awesome. Y'all should get a reality show.
ooh,
Maybe that's pitch that.
there you go.
They need some.
There you go.
So, representation in your industry. Do you see many women that look like you?
No,
That was quick.
no, I don't. I don't, and that's why I continue to show up. Any opportunity that I can go to a networking event, join a board, speak on a panel, I show up because I want people to know this is possible. We do exist. When I do find another Black woman, we're like unicorn, right? Like, I'm so happy to see you. And that's a part of the work though. When I'm on Clemson campus or talking to my friends, my sister's friends, this is possible. You can have a seat at the table. Make the seat. Build the table. Just do, do. At my company, I was the first Black woman. And that's not the first time that I've been in that position since I've been in this career.
Wow.
And I'm young. And I'm young. Yeah.
See, it amazes me the number of firsts that we're still having in 2022.
Right. So, that's why it's so important because, we belong.
Absolutely.
So, but that's why we do what we do. That's why we educate. That's why we show up, just to bring our people along.
Awesome. Well, I want to have you even Zoom in to talk with our girls. We have a coding club for girls. And last night we took them to a basketball. Well, we took them behind the scenes of the basketball. They got to run the board. They got to make the sound. They were just loving, and they were able to meet women coaches and also in the technology area. And it's so funny. They met the players, and then all of a sudden the players said, well, who all wants to play basketball? They all raised their hands. We're like, just the other day you all wanted to be coach. So, but it's just about that exposure. So I want them to hear your story and see you, because you are young and you're beautiful and articulate and passionate about what you're doing. So I definitely want them to meet you. So I tell people all the time, you're in our family and you have an award, but we're going to put you to work.
Hey, doesn't have it any other way.
You're a part of my family now, and I saw you tear up when you talked about family, and so now you're a part of our family, and you will forever be.
Awesome. Time to roll up my sleeve.
That's right. So before we wrap up, is there anything that we haven't talked about? You've been fantastic.
Oh, stop.
Is there anything we haven't talked about? Any parts that you have?
No pets.
Okay.
No pets. I don't dislike them, but I'm really just on the go a little bit too much.
It's definitely something you have to put into your schedule.
Yeah.
I don't want to forget anybody, so I don't want to forget the pet.
No pets. Yeah. No pets, not yet.
Well, good.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Eventually. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and thank you for getting real with us, and I look forward to spending some more time with you throughout the years.
Thank you.